Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy, still alive from Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. And do I or do I not have COVID 19? Well, let's start out with our beautiful Mr. Brog Briar Pipe, bowl number 89 stand up. Just a great pipe, 9 millimeter filter. And in that, I have Officers Club loaded all the way to the top. But first of all, we must clear the palate, and then I'll tell you my story. Cheers. So, one of my welding buddies that loves to come in to my welding booth and will stand outside and smoke, and he'll cough and spit, and he'll be like upwind from me. So when he spits, I can feel like mist hit the side of my face. Yeah, wonderful, isn't it? Doesn't walk away from the building, it's gross. So anyway, last Wednesday he had off, last Thursday and last Friday, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I worked throughout the week. Friday night I was extremely tired and went to bed at 6 o'clock at night, woke up at 5 the next morning with 11 hours of sleep. I was all sweaty and just felt beat up and just like really crappy. So I didn't go in for that 5 hour shift on Saturday. Sunday, so I went back to bed. I slept till 3:30 in the afternoon. So basically, I got up, said, no, I ain't going into work. So I slept from 6 Friday night till 3:30 Saturday afternoon. All sweaty. Saturday night, my neighbor comes over. We have a couple. I sleep until 12:30. Watch the Buffalo Bills game, order a little food. Cat. And, God, sorry. And I'm in bed by 8 o'clock at night. Wake up this morning. I am so sweaty, even my legs are sweating. I don't feel that bad, though, so I go into work. I found out yesterday afternoon that my coworker did test positive for COVID. Yeah, cat, thanks. And so I found that out Sunday afternoon. I text him and says, where are you? He says, I got COVID. So I go on this morning, 6:30. I'm thinking about it. I was like, geez, I wonder if I got it now. And so I contacted Human Resources. And I said, if I go take the test, can I still come back to work until I get the results? And they're like, no. I was like, well, if I come back, I mean, what do I get paid? They're like, no, you'll have to use your vacation time. I said, well, if I test positive and I have to be quarantined for 2 weeks, do I get paid? And they said, yeah, we'll pay you 40 hours a week. Which most companies in the United States will do. They're not going to pay the waiting time to wait back from the test results. So, all right, I have all my information from work that I need to know. I started feeling worse, like a headache, the type of headache that starts from behind your eyeballs. Started feeling kind of chills and stuff. And then I started thinking about my coworkers. I'm like, if I do have this, I mean, because it wasn't bad enough where I couldn't work through it. I could definitely work. Cat. I could definitely work through it, but I thought, man, if I get somebody else sick and they die or something like that, I mean, how bad would I feel? So I weighed everything and I said to myself, well, if I take this test, I mean, all the rapid test facilities, you have to make an appointment at every facility to get a COVID test here in the United States. You can't just call up or show up. So it's like called a couple of places. Oh no, we can't help you here. It all goes through the CDC website. And so you have to go online and make an appointment. So the soonest I could get a rapid test done is on Wednesday the 17th, and today is Monday the 15th. So I called another place, and they said, well, we send ours out, and we hear back in 2 to 5 days. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, by now my phone is dying. All right, I got like almost zero charge left on it. So I had made 2 appointments, one for the 17th for the rapid test, where you hear back within 24 hours, and one where you hear back 2 to 5 days. So already, according to my calculations, I'm going to lose over $700 this week just in overtime and regular pay lost work. But here again, it's the right thing to do. If you feel like you've been exposed to it and you're experiencing any type of if you're experiencing any of the, whatever you call it, any of the things that may mean you're sick, if you've got a headache or coughing a lot or diarrhea, stomach ache, vomiting, all that stuff, any of the symptoms was the word I was looking for. You owe it to your coworkers to go get tested. So that's what I did, even though it's going to cost me a lot of money. I got a guy that I work real close with. He's 64 years old. He's a diabetic. If he got it, he probably wouldn't survive. I don't know. So we'll see. In the meantime, I did work till 3:15 today. Went and got my test. Taking the test is nothing. I mean, now it's just a little swab. You shove it about that far up your nose, rub it around, and then hold it up against one side of your nose, and pull it out, put it in the container, and hand it back to the pharmacist. It was nothing. It's not like they go way up anymore. You do it yourself, sitting right in your vehicle. So, I don't know. I'm bummed out about losing that money, but, on the other hand, I have worked a lot of overtime. Get a few days off, couple, 2, 3, 4 days off. I don't know. Now, if it comes back positive, I have to quarantine for 14 days, which I'll be paid 40 hours a week for. But that's going to run into Thanksgiving and mess up all my plans and all that stuff. But what can you do? I think I made the right decision. I easily could have worked through this the way I feel and just said nothing. But then what if my buddy Pat, who's 64 and has diabetes, what if I gave it to him and he ended up dying? How would I feel then? You got to think about other people sometimes, besides what you're gonna, it's gonna cost you to do the right thing. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Do the right thing. I figure I got 5 pay periods in December instead of 4. It'll be a wash. So anyways, I'd appreciate your prayers and so forth. At night, you do feel the worst. I suspect I probably do have it, but it might just be symptoms of the common cold or flu. I don't know. Anyways, Paul the Pipe Guy live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out.